But he would have been better had they amputated his legs, if you remember.
Yeah.
Right, it's a segue, but he's been flying with you guys quite a bit and has progressed really, really well.
He's done really well. In fact, here we see our L-39s coming down the runway with the smoke on. Gentlemen, our jets are going to take off. They're going to circle around the crowd. They'll be coming from the right side here in just a couple of minutes as they set up their first formation pass for you. That'll take place right in front of you, ladies and gentlemen. After that, we'll talk our way through a landing on one of these L-39s and explain how that's all done. As I said, I'd like to dedicate today's performance to United States service men and women. Their selfless sacrifices to ensure our freedom do not go unnoticed. And coming from the right, ladies and gentlemen, the Warrior Flight Team and the L-39s with the smoke on.
Gotta train myself.
They're going to form up behind the crowd, ladies and gentlemen, and then take space with one aircraft coming down the left side and one aircraft coming down the right side and cross right in front of you after they set that up. As we said, we're a 501c3 with the Warrior Flight Team. Headquartered in Frederick, Maryland, we are a non-profit organization comprised of all volunteers. Our airshow team performs across the United States, raising awareness of our goal, which is to provide this generation of veterans career opportunities through our Wings of Opportunity program. For this program, we've been able to offer life-changing career scholarships to America's veterans. These scholarships allow these brave men and women to pursue their long-held dreams in aviation as well as other industries. Our tent is located right behind Show Center here, and if you are a veteran or know a veteran who's interested in a scholarship of some sort to get him in an aviation career, we would love to have you come over and talk to us. One L-39 to the left, one L-39 to the right, nose to nose at about 700 miles an hour. As one L-39 pulls off to the left, we look ahead and we see an L-39 in a very tight G turn. Right now that aircraft's pulling about 6 Gs as you make that turn in front of you. That aircraft is flown today by our Air Force pilot, Charlie VandenBossche. His last name is so long, he goes by V12 as his call sign. He's an Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University graduate. He earned his Air Force wings in 1989. He flew the T-38, the B-1, and the F-16. As he pulls off, comes from the left, Mark Crunchy Burgess. He's our Navy pilot. Crunchy's a 1990 United States Naval Academy graduate. He was on the Wings of Gold parachute team in 1993. He spent his entire career flying the F-14 Tomcat, including being the demonstration pilot in 2000 and 2001. He flew in support of Iraqi freedom and enduring freedom in 2002 and 2003 off the Abraham Lincoln. He has over 3,600 flying hours, 2,300 of those in the F-14, 256 combat hours, and 530 aircraft carrier landings. He's coming up on the backside of a maneuver called a Cuban 8 right now. Once he gets that nose down, he'll probably throw a couple of aileron rolls in for you. Today is the 243rd birthday party for the United States Navy, so we'll see if Crunchy can bring them a victory today. I will say, as an Air Force Academy graduate, the Naval Academy against the Air Force last week in football, 35-7. Rough day for the midshipmen. As Crunchy pulls off to the right side, V12 comes back in from the right side with the smoke on. He's going to perform a nice big barrel roll for us. In addition to flying the F-16, he's a fighter weapons school graduate. He flew in Operations Allied Force and Southern Watch. There's V12 finishing up that barrel roll. The plane he's flying today, we're going to call him Roman 86 today. We genuinely appreciate Pat Malls for loaning us this aircraft. Her and Tribble have loaned us this aircraft. She even lets Ardenals fly it sometimes. As he pulls off, coming from the left, we see VandenBossche. This black L-39 is painted in the colors of the Navy's VX-9 Test and Evaluation Squadron. Based at Naval Air Weapons Station China Lake, this aircraft, known as VandenBossche and the bunny tail insignia, date back to the 1950s. And they honor the men and women of the test community for their incredible contributions to naval aviation. When aircraft like this go out, whether it's Air Force pilot, Navy pilot, Army helicopters, it's always about mutual support. Each aircraft taking care of not only their aircraft, but supporting their wingman and making sure that the flight goes out as a team to make sure the mission works. Try to imagine that aircraft with the 12 o'clock being the nose, 6 o'clock the tail. Right now they're both checking each other's aircraft, looking for airborne threats, ground threats, and mutually supporting each other. When inside the cockpit there, you hear them calling those turns. At the cross turn into the crowd right now to reset the formation, coming right at you. After this, it'll be an in-place turn away from the crowd. In-place right. The aircraft you see is the L-39 Albatross. Over 3,000 of these aircraft have been built. They at one point was the most prolific trainer in the former Soviet Union. You definitely know who won the Cold War when we have about 250 of these in American hands right now, doing air shows, the Reno air races, as well as providing contractor support for the U.S. military. Mach 0.8 for max speed of this aircraft, 36,000 feet the altitude, 3,800 pounds of thrust. You can pull up to 8 Gs. This plane is actually still being built today as the L-159. It's got a slightly more powerful engine, and it's being used as a trainer and a ground attack aircraft. Performing a maneuver right now called a shackle. That'll reset the formation as they finish the tactical turns in front of you. The next thing we're going to see is a dogfight. Pick your side, ladies and gentlemen. It's a birthday of the Navy with Crunchy Burgess up there in VandenBossche. That's the one with the bunny on the tail. And it's V12, VandenBossche, our Air Force Fighter Weapons School grad in the Roman 86. They're going to go head to head. Let's go inside the cockpit and see if we can talk to them today. Warrior Flight Team, show center.
Show center, Warrior Flight Team is up.
Who's going to win today, gentlemen?
Good afternoon, Culpeper. What a beautiful, cool, crisp fall afternoon. We'll start by thanking Dan and his entire Culpeper Air Show team working the air show today. They've done an outstanding job. We're just having a blast up here. You got a Navy pilot versus an Air Force pilot here. We decided we're going to mix it up here in front of everybody, show a little dogfight, and show how the Navy does it. You ready to do this? Ready. I'll bring down the left. To the right. Right away.
They've lined up behind the crowd. They're going to split the crowd, one to the left, one to the right, and cross right in front of show center.
Watch, Bubba. Come on, get up. Oh, this is going to be awesome. What are you talking about? You can't get any better than this.
Turn it in. Let's set this up right to right. Right to right, please, visual.
Fights on, fights on. The first thing you see, they go into what's called a one-circle fight with a floating turn. Crunchy goes definitely into the vertical into Vandy 1, more so than V12 did in Roman 8-6. Neither one pulled that off, so V12, Roman 8-6 with a quick reversal to try to get behind Vandy 1. Now it's called a two-circle fight. They're trying to get the nose of that airplane on the tail of the other aircraft as quickly as possible. Each pilot right now pulling a bunch of G's, paying attention to the environment around them, watching the ground, trying to avoid that other aircraft and try to pull it out. Right now, it looks like V12's got quite the advantage over Crunchy Burgess. Air Force pilot dominating this fight right now as he goes through what's called a high yo-yo. Roman 8-6 is the high aircraft right now. Vandy 1 is the lower aircraft. Crunchy Burgess in a very defensive situation right now, pulling those G's, trying to ruin the shot. As V12 tries to get that nose as quickly as he can under the tail of that other aircraft. Vandy 1 goes into the vertical air to ruin his shot. V12 tucks in behind him and goes in the vertical to try to chase him. Vandy 1 upside down right now. Crunchy Burgess, our Tomcat pilot, diving toward the ground with V12 in chase. Air Force pilot still in the advantage right now. Crunchy Burgess trying to get out of there. Getting that nose turned around. He makes a hard turn there right into him and ruin his shoot shot. Now they've gone into what we call a rolling scissors. Basically each aircraft is canopy to canopy looking at each other right now, rolling around each other in the sky. Whoever comes out of this with the most energy is probably going to be the victor. It looks like our Air Force pilot got a little slow across the top there. He's trying to bug out right now. V12 is in the front there. Crunchy Burgess in the back, chasing him down. He's probably got that throttle in, trying to get out of there as quickly as he can. Coming across show center, Crunchy Burgess pointed right at him now. And there's the smoke. Crunchy Burgess, our Navy F-14 fighter pilot, wins the day across it over the Air Force pilot today. Happy birthday, U.S. Navy. I'm sure V-12 will be back again, ready to take it to the Navy. We said, ladies and gentlemen, we are a 501c3 warrior flight team. And if you know a veteran who's interested in an aviation career, we would love to have him come to the tent and have a discussion with him to see if we can provide some opportunity to that veteran. Now you want to get your cameras ready, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to form up on the right side and do a nice photo pass in this gorgeous Culpeper sky in front of you. As I said, our tent is located right behind Show Center here, and we've got Mac, Pat, Gary, all of us. We'd love to talk to you. These L-39s really are amazing aircraft. They're very, very reliable aircraft, very simple airplanes to maintain, which makes them so popular in the civilian community. Kind of a great stepping stone out of propellers into this jet. Very forgiving, yet very capable. There they are, smoke on with the Warrior Flight Team right across Show Center. Last part of our show, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk you through a landing on one of these L-39s. It looks easy, but there's a lot that goes into fly. A lot of you people here, pilots, you're well aware that so much goes into this, and they make it look so easy. We're going to talk your way through this. Usually we've got a Navy pilot, and we talk through a carrier landing. So today it's an Air Force guy who's going to explain another Air Force guy talking you through a carrier landing today. So we'll see how we do. They say that landing on a ship is one of the hardest things in aviation. And with Crunchy, as one of our pilots, he said that that is definitely one of the most challenging things he ever had to do in the F-14 Tomcat. Coming from the left, imagine that runway is the back of the ship. They're coming up at about 300 and something knots right now. Well, he can't land at 300 knots, so there, right there, he's going to break out of that formation. As he pulls up back on that stick there, he pulls a lot of G's. That helps dissipate the energy. You know, he was going from about 300 knots. As soon as he pulls back hard, he dissipates some of that energy to start getting slowed down. That's V12, VandenBossche there. He's going to make a nice right-hand turn there. Right now he's getting the gear down. He's got the speed brakes out as well as the flaps out. Getting that airplane down to about 140 knots to be able to land.
Do a duck.
See the gear down, the flaps are down. He's in a nice gentle turn lining up on that runway.
That's a certain type. That's not good.
Rolling 86, call the ball.
26 ball.
Roger ball, one tip the deck. Wave off. Foul deck. Here's Crunchy Burgess sneaking through the top there, going into a series of vertical aileron rolls. Showing off one more time after his victory. D12 puts the power in, gets the gear and the flaps up, and gives us a nice little flyby. Ladies and gentlemen, they're going to take the aircraft, bring them around, do a full stop, and we want to thank everyone here at Culpeper. We are a Warrior Flight Team. It's been an absolute pleasure to perform for you today. We're located right behind Show Center with our Wings of Opportunity program. Please come by and meet us. We would love to meet you. The pilots will be there to sign autographs and meet people if you want to come talk to them. We look forward to coming here next year. We always have a great time at Culpeper, Virginia. Thank you very much.
Now, before you run off, Dave, there's one more story that we forgot to tell. And that's about that magazine article. Was it a magazine or was it a newspaper that Crunchy was featured in? It was the swimsuit edition.
Yes, Crunchy Burgess's most famous moment, besides being a Tomcat pilot, was in the front page of the New York Times.
That's what I
had an
thought,
article
yeah.
with showed the deck of an aircraft carrier with Tomcats on board and crews. The only difference was they were in an inflatable swimming pool enjoying their cruise.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a pretty famous photo. The F-14 located at the museum at Dulles also has Crunchy Burgess's name on it.
That's right. You can walk in there and see it. Mark, Crunchy Burgess, the Warrior Flight Team. Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much.
Glad to be here with you guys, and glad to have the Warrior Flight Team here with us all this afternoon. There they are. You heard him say that was Pat Knowles' airplane. We do appreciate the Knowles family for allowing the use of that aircraft for this demonstration. Still to come this afternoon, Potomac Flight makes their triumphant return. And then another one of the Knowles aircraft will be here with Team Shaw. We're talking about the Sea Harrier that is here. And then we'll have the Spitfire, the Hurricane, and the Yak, I believe, showing up out here in front of us. We're an abbreviated performance, so I'm told. And one making its way back down. Go back there and see the Warrior Flight Team directly behind Show Center, right behind the gigantic television, the big Jumbotron that's right here, right behind there. You will find